we decided to try something a little bit different this year. We always head up to the Central Coast for some apple picking in the fall. But we had been seeing these advertisements for the Christmas market in Cambria. And so we were like, oh my gosh, that would just be a lovely way to kind of kick off winter break and really sort of just recenter us before we head into all the craziness of, family obligations and we're about to travel to the East Coast and all sorts of things. So Ron made it happen, found us an awesome hotel. We stayed at the Cavalier, which is one of my favorite hotels. It's actually a little bit north of Cambria and San Simeon. We had a beautiful room with an ocean view and a fireplace. Libby had the noisiest pull-out bed known to man. But I felt bad every time I moved. Well, I guess that wasn't your fault. That was just what it was. But we were able to go to the Christmas market, which was just really, really neat. I've always wanted to go to a European Christmas market, and this is, much less expensive. So they had booths and food and tons of lights. We spent almost 3 hours there. So fun. But on the way there and back, we were listening to an old Rio Norte tradition.
Yes. So back in, I can't remember when, close to when we opened Rio Norte back in the early aughts, we started doing the soundtrack. Oh, because I started this as an assignment with my students as soundtrack of your life, and then it became the soundtrack of Rio Norte. So originally back in whenever we started at 05 or 06, asked all the staff members to pick your favorite song. Just pick a song that you love that speaks to you, and everybody shares, and then we put it all in a collection. Back in the old days, we used to burn a CD. I was literally, burning CDs up until the morning of the last, the last little faculty meeting breakfast before we went out for winter break. When I left, Jenny Bretthauer took over the tradition and has been doing it ever since. So Jenny Bretthauer, thank you to you. Shout out to Jenny Bretthauer. And so one of the songs, so we try to listen to it when we're traveling, going somewhere. When we have hours and hours of time to listen to it, and we had a few hours on our way to and from Cambria this year. So one of the songs is from one of our newer teachers, Brad Knutson. So shout out to one of my history colleagues, Brad.
Well, before we get there, so everybody submits a song, but they also explain why. Yes. And so, we had to guess which one was Ron's, and that was a fun little game. And it's just really funny because Dad's is on this playlist. It is. Yes. It is. And I was the one who was able to place it on the thing, which normally Libby's much better with musical stuff than I am. But it's just a really interesting way to get to know people. And every so often there's a song that either, really speaks to you or something that makes you laugh. And I think this fits into the second half of that category.
So I don't even know the artist, but it's something about Ricky the horse. And it's just the funniest song. So
if you have kids, though, not super appropriate.
Yeah.
So
yeah. There's some language, some adult language.
Yeah.
But anyway, please enjoy. I don't even know the artist. It's the song about Ricky the horse.
Ricky the horse.